It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' field-stretching tight end. He's making a push for 1,500 yards and whatever else he can get. It's the Commanders and the Browns on Sunday Night Primetime.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw is Watson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he stops at the 13. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. And this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
And here's it. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Part is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2nd and 4. Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Pass complete as Akama with it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is incomplete. Absolutely just needed a touch more air under. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Watson looks to throw again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling on the lawn chair.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and 3.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football,
as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's That's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have...
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Igbenogany elects not to return. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. They've moved them out of the way for the run.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Trayvon Walker has now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's down the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt dead, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Trayvon Walker able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure. They got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead.
as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking for Cooper. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and open situation. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 4th, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 23 yards, the final tally.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 3 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. They'll get this one to Galladay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Watson hook it up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To the air yet again, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll get this one to Ezekama. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
52.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here on a Sunday night. Back now at FedEx Field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From the red zone now, Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Reeves. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Out of the gun, Watson. Side, it's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw.
Complete, it's Dodson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian Watson.
59 yards.
And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And down around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now Chubb running right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Buying time to his left.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.